Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm still warm.
Oh, it's still so warm.
In case anyone was like trying to keep track, it is warm and I hate it. I'm Jen.
I'm Neal.
I'm Canadian.
I'm United Statesian.
We're in a relationship and we talk about reality TV. I'm whispering to you guys, you can't see me, but I have my whisper hand up. I took a gummy. So I'm under the influence.
I didn't. I made a very sad dinner and I'm sad about it.
Guys, he's so sad. He bought pre-made like burger patties. Not like frozen ones, but like pre-made from the grocery store butcher. Me over-explaining burger patties.
They were literally just fresh burger patties.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go, fresh. But you didn't make them yourself.
Right.
You bought them in a pack.
There were
In the meat department.
in the grocery store. I really had this idea. First I needed to see if they even had the patties. I love sambal oelek.
Which is like what? A spicy sauce.
Yeah, it's like a chili paste kind of, but not like a paste looking. It's amazing. It's made by the same people, I believe, that make like the most popular sriracha. And it has been here for as long as I've been here. And today I finally went to get it, and it's gone. Just straight up.
And not like finally went to get it. You've bought it before. It's just been a while since you've had it.
Like it's gone.
There's not even a spot for it.
Removed from the shelves. I wonder if they stopped making it, the company, or...
And, like, one of my favorite things to talk to you guys about is how rural we are. And I love to know how you interpret that. Like, if you think we're a one-stop-light town, if you think... So, here's a good comparison. We said, well, we're not that small. We have a Walmart, we have a McDonald's. But here is how small we are. Once you've checked 3 locations for a grocery item... You're out of checking options.
Right. Although watch Walmart have it.
I was including Walmart in that. We just didn't take the time to go there today.
I didn't think they would, but now I'm like, am I picturing it in my head? There's no way they'd have it because they don't have sriracha.
Walmart has Don't get me started. I don't want to give away where I live, but I live somewhere where our Walmart has not been updated in a long time. To the point... My nephew came to visit. We pulled into the Walmart parking lot after telling him, hey, we're going to Walmart. We get there and he says, that's not Walmart.
Dang.
And we say, yeah, there's the sign right there. And he says, that's not the Walmart sign. Because he hasn't been alive long enough to recognize the 90s sign of the Walmart.
Right.
They have rebranded and changed their sign so many times that when he looks at the word Walmart, it doesn't look like the word Walmart to him.
Well,
as a child, like from a child's perspective.
Can we also tell him about the Pokemon cards?
Oh my gosh, I would love to. Tell them.
So, he's a big Pokemon...
This happened when Sorry, let me just explain first. This incident happened when he was young, like a baby.
Yes.
He is now... in elementary school.
Yes. So, he's a big Pokemon card fan. And after, like, a millennium of going to Walmart and just seeing if they have Pokemon cards, which they're gone, like, as soon as they restock it.
Which is crazy, because, again, we live in a small town.
Yes, lots of competition.
Do you think it's mostly adult collectors, mostly people buying and selling, or mostly people buying it for their kids?
Probably the first. Mostly buying, and I don't know about selling or just
adult collectors.
Adult collectors.
I almost just said the name of it.
So we stumbled upon a fresh restocking. So they had everything. It was Tuesday. Today. Well, it wasn't today, but it was Tuesday.
A Tuesday.
And so I got 2 of the newest packs, like a Team Rocket centered expansion or whatever. And so I brought them to him, and I was like, all right, we'll open them, and you can just have them.
And they did a little, like, break together. Neal opened 1 pack. My nephew opened 1 pack. And then he's like, here, you can just have them all.
And I didn't realize I got a Team Rocket or Giovanni, whichever one, Mewtwo, which was like the chase card of the set. So I handed him a $350 card.
He's 8!
The value is probably cratered by now, but maybe not. Maybe it's just going to keep going up. I don't know.
Needless to say, the next time we go over for a visit, which I want to say is maybe even like later that day, it's definitely the next day, because we don't live in the same town and they were here for a visit. Neal brings over his friggin' like Magic the Gathering like card sleeves.
Yes.
He's like, and tells him, this 8-year-old, oh, by the way, that card is worth like $300. I put it in a sleeve for you. Take good care of it. And he's just kind of gobsmacked. And he has this one friend who like allegedly has a $3,000 card and like has this card. And their parents, like my brother and my sister-in-law, are always doing the like, sure, Jan, because they think Pokemon cards are like TY Beanie Babies, like they grew up with. Like,
yes.
Yeah, they're gonna have value one day. And now I'm sure the 8-year-old friend is full of shit and absolutely does not have thousands of dollars worth of cards.
You never know.
But he's probably seen them in real life or like knows enough on the internet to be able to name what those cards are.
If I could go back in time,
listen,
I would
bring me back.
Buy as many first edition original base set boxes and put them into like weather controlled storage.
Like, I would absolutely have the earliest cards somewhere.
I gave them away a long time ago. I didn't even think about it when I gave them away, which is stupid. Because here's my thing. I probably played the most of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which
Yu-Gi-Oh!
They have continually reprinted everything. I could get a box of Metal Raiders for $200 probably. Like, the original sets are so cheap because they continually reprint, so everything loses its value constantly.
But do the oldest versions still have relative value?
I mean, yes, but you have to get like the pristine 10 graded for them to actually be worth something.
So, do collectors actually play Pokemon? Is it like Magic where the card costs money because it's a good card? Or is it because it's a holographic Charizard? You're not playing with your holographic Charizard.
Well, no, you're probably... I mean, it's so wild now. Most people don't even, they use proxies. Especially in Magic. No one actually plays with cards anymore.
Like, this is my fake piece of paper that just has something written on it?
People are so sick of the economy in Magic the Gathering that it's like in Commander... If you don't want to pay $300 for a Mana Crypt or whatever it is now, you just make a proxy and no one cares.
That's my one regret of my divorce.
Letting him have all the Magic cards?
I mean, he owned them all, but he made me a Commander deck, and I'm trying to remember his name. You should remember it. White. It was a white deck, primarily.
Okay. So if it had Teferi's protection, that's like $250 right there.
Every kind of land, though. Perforos?
That's red. Was it a Boros, red and white deck?
Maybe.
That's popular color combination.
You know what I just like doing? I like traditional, give me goblins, give me red, and I just want to punch you in the face. If I'm playing like regular Magic, that's my favorite way to play. You play blue, don't you? I can tell by the look on your stupid face.
In high school, at the local...
Hey guys, we talk about reality TV, but we also talk about anything. If you'd like us to talk about games, apparently we would love to do that. Okay.
In high school, we went to a tournament in the mall at the local cards shop, and we in my friend group just every week rotated this mono red goblin deck, and we each won
mono red. Yes,
we each won a tournament with it like 4 or 5 weeks in a row. And I, of course, had the hardest matchup when it was my turn, but I ended up beating the Arcbound Ravager deck, which at the time
because you got to make it a short game if you're going to be punching faces. You can't let someone get a combo
top decking
off.
and wrecking. You don't have that much time.
Top decking and wrecking is crazy.
It's crazy. But this episode is reality recap.
I'm really bad
Roundup.
I'm bad at anything that requires me to search through my deck because I don't know what's in my deck because I didn't build it myself. So I need a deck that works under those conditions because I'm not going to learn it. Will I play it so many times that I will get to know what artifacts do and how many land I need before I'm going to get this and, oh, these guys work really well together? I learn that stuff. But you can't sit down and show me one card at a time and tell me that stuff.
Yeah. I
just have to play and be really, really crappy for a couple days and then absolutely destroy you. It is incredible. Can I just pat myself on the back for a second and then we'll talk about reality TV?
Yes.
People love an introduction. Skippers Unite. That was what one of the episodes of My Favorite Murder is called, where they had to be like, hey, we started the actual thing at 30 minutes in.
I'll just say that I'm a combo player, and everyone hates that.
Isn't that blue? Isn't blue usually combos?
I mean, blue is more control.
Oh, control. Okay, so what color are you?
I'm combo. It can be literally any color. I don't care. So if I find a cool combo, I don't care the color, I'll play
Is that all combo means? I thought combo meant you played a card that triggered a card that triggered a card that triggered a card. Combo just means two colors?
No, I mean, like, if I wanted to play a fun deck that I'm thinking of, I could do just... This would be blue. It'd be a donate Illusions of Grandeur deck, which I lost to in a tournament a long time ago. I have a red...
Like you gave a deck away?
No. So there's a card called Donate, which which you give a permanent to your opponent. There's a card called Illusions of Grandeur. You play it, you gain 20 life, but it has a cumulative upkeep of which you have to pay mana to keep it on the field every turn, and it increases. When it leaves the field, you lose 20 life. So you play it, you gain 20 life, you play Donate. Here you go, opponent. They don't get the 20 life. They have to pay for it, and when it leaves the field, they lose 20 life and lose the game.
That's yucky.
That's just... In Yu-Gi-Oh! I played the beginning of the game, so I would have an Exodia deck. You get all 5 pieces in your hand, you win.
You are such a scumbag. That's so surprising to me.
Hearthstone, all combo decks.
Scumbag McGee. Let's just put up our dukes and fight to the death. I guess it's an opinion. I like white. White is more like defense. Like
white,
Nick's,
well, you could do
Nick's
white.
Fleece Ram, an 03, a 03. Literally just protect and serve. I love a good barrier.
I had a hiatus from Magic, and I came back during the Eldrazi set. I just bought like a $300 deck I saw. Went to a tournament.
Like put it together or bought it?
It was a combo deck, so I bought all the pieces.
Someone had already put it together. No, you put it together. Good job.
Steamrolled everybody.
You did.
Went to the finals. I had beaten her husband in like the second or third round, so she knew what I was playing, and she was ready. She had a white weenie deck. And
I love weenies. Is that token? Is that like 1/1?
Yes.
Weenies?
A white weenie flyer deck. So by the time I was able to get my stuff going on
You're like, I have 100 people on the field,
Yeah,
on the battle.
She kicked my ass.
That's my game. If I'm not just doing a punch you in the face, that's my game. I'm playing something and it makes 8 1/1s come out.
Yeah.
But then I'm going to find it that it does it and it's actually like multiplies that.
Well, this is my favorite Magic memory of all time. That tournament, first time playing the deck in a tournament, I get matched up with this kid. He's playing a pretty jank, like whatever he created. And I had a combo deck called Summoner's Trap, Summoning Trap. If you counter one of my creature cards, and I have Summoning Trap in my hand, I can play it for free, and then I look at the top 7 or 10 cards in my deck, and I can play any creature from that list. So, first game, he counters, like, my 1 or 2 drop mana rock creature. I play Summoning Trap and drop an Emrakul 15/15. When he attacks, it's like Annihilator 6, so he has to sacrifice 6 permanents. And he immediately just gave up, and so he's like, you win 2-0, I don't care. I'm not playing.
That would be me.
Yeah.
I get salty. I do. Okay, here's the thing. I need to clarify. I get salty. I don't play. Like, I don't play in public. I wouldn't go to a tournament and play. I would go watch you play. Would that make you more nervous?
Well, I mean, I haven't played anyone in person in a long time.
You and I have we ever played together?
I ask you and you always say no, so.
I know, but that doesn't answer my question. Have we ever played together? Not even in New York? I didn't take a turn, did I?
No, I hated my deck that I brought to New York. I'm sad.
Guys,
it was a combo deck.
You are such an ass. We are going to talk about reality TV.
Yes. Reality roundup.
We're going to lose a lot of listeners here if they were enjoying the magic talk. Real Housewives of Miami. Do we trust Stephanie?
No. Well, yes, because she's honest.
I'm going to compare her to someone. Who am I going to compare her to? Read my mind. Salt Lake City. Think of an addition, a newer addition.
I don't know who.
Bronwyn.
Oh, Bronwyn. Yeah.
Married, older.
Yes.
Acts like she's really important. Acts like she didn't marry for money. But then is honest about every other facet of her life.
Yes.
Is just very upfront about wanting to be a moneymaker. I respect it, but there's something about her I don't trust.
So much drama. We're on like episode 4, and there's more drama than the last 2 seasons of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
They just get more honest. It is what it is. Alexia admitted that Todd was like renting the car he would drive around while they were filming. That's weird. You're doing that just to be seen on Bravo? That's weird.
Yes.
Because you tried to justify, you're like, well, maybe he leases it. No. If you lease something for 3 months and it's the exact 3 months that line up with Bravo coming into your home,
he sounds
give me
like
a break.
A scumbag.
A faker McFakerson. Yes. That's what I can't take. Just own where you are in life. Fakers weird me out, man.
Yeah.
Okay. MasterChef.
We finally got the pressure test, and we were straight up bamboozled. So
both of us.
It was a dessert challenge where you had to incorporate the box that was made out of chocolate.
They're like a mallet, so this is just a mystery box tool, but the mallet was because the box was chocolate.
And so they had to make a dessert incorporating the box chocolate, and the bottom 2 was a lava cake that the dude
put in it with 22 minutes left. A lava cake. A lava cake needs 12 minutes probably. And then you only want it to sit for like 90 seconds. And then you want to serve it.
Gordon was like, it should be going in and finishing as we count down to 0.
Because realistically, you only need to take it out. But you do need to take it out with enough time to depot it. Which you do need to wait a couple minutes for it to sit. So I can see wanting to be sure that it's ready, but 22 minutes? That's going to be a full cake. Well, no, what's going to happen is you're going to take it out, and now what they're eating is just like cold inside.
Yeah.
I bet it was cold.
It wasn't.
Because it was like gelatinous.
If anyone's seen the movie Chef, it's one of my all-time favorite movies. The beginning, it's fucking molten. This was not molten.
No. Now, was it still wet? But like I said, that's unpleasant if it's not hot and molten-y. Then what was the other bottom?
Well, no, they still had the chocolate, the dollops of chocolate mousse on the plate that Gordon said looked like they came from his bulldog's asshole, which they did.
Exactly those words.
And they were completely unnecessary.
They were.
Yeah. So they had bad cake. Well, the cake itself was good. Wasn't molten, and they had useless chocolate mousse. The other bottom were the...
And I gotta interrupt. They were the leaders
Yes.
of the team challenge. The people who have made up this first pressure test are the losers of the previous team challenge.
Yes.
So really, if anything, usually when you have to like volunteer or save someone, usually the team captains are the ones who get the brunt of the blame.
Yes, they took account. Well, the husband, he was like, I was basically a useless leader, which he was. Yes.
Yeah. But go on.
So the other bottom were the vegans, who, like, this is gonna be a monologue. They decide in all the seasons I've watched MasterChef USA and Canada, if you're a vegetarian or a vegan and you go on the show, you do not tailor, and they haven't, your food to be vegetarian or vegan if that's not what the challenge calls for. So, in this particular moment, the vegans said, we're going to make one regular cannoli and one vegan cannoli.
No.
Why are you...
That's not what they did.
Wasn't that what they did?
No.
Did they only do vegan?
This is what I had a problem with, and they were trying to make the point, it doesn't have to be all or nothing. They made a traditional cannoli shell because they didn't know how to make the shell without egg.
Oh, and...
So the shell was vegan. No, the shell was vegetarian. It didn't have meat, but it had egg in it. But the filling was made from like a fake ricotta, right?
So the filling was vegan.
Yes, it was replicating what you're supposed to put in a cannoli, but it was vegan.
Both Joe and Tiffany went up to them and were like, you don't have to cook vegan. We didn't ask for vegan. Don't cook vegan.
And you know what's funny? I would argue this is the challenge that makes the most sense to cook vegan.
Yes.
Because it's a dessert. But now, because it's all they've given us, but now they did participate in the team challenge.
Yeah.
But we don't know. They could have been like cutting up carrots.
Probably. Well, yeah. But
well, she passed out by the fryer though.
That wasn't...
Oh my gosh, that's the MasterChef Junior girl. Which apparently, spoiler alert, and this is all spoils all the time on reality TV discussions. You should know that. I mean, if you're clicking on something about reality TV, be prepared to be spoiled. Someone passes out next episode, too, on the preview.
Yeah.
What? Is Australia just really warm?
Probably.
No air conditioning inside?
Oh, there's gotta be air conditioning.
There's no air conditioning in my home.
This isn't Australia, where they're
true.
so south of the equator. So the vegan...
Excellent geographical point.
They're serving Mr. Italy, Joe...
Cannolis, period.
Cannolis.
Unless you know you're going to blow it out of the park, period, you don't do cannolis.
Right. And as they were coming up, the judges were talking like, oh boy, if it's vegan, I pray that it's not grainy.
The filling.
Because vegans often make grainy fillings.
Well, when you need cheese substitutes, usually it's made of something that's gonna like...
They use, what, cashews or something?
Yes, not something that's gonna have, well, grit. It's exactly grit. It has grit in it.
And so the judges tried and were like, this is gross.
Thinking back now... So, spoiler alert, are we going to spoil it? Because those are the bottom two. The lava cake, the cannoli.
I could have sworn the lava cake was going to go home. Because it's like, I compared it to a filet. If you're given a filet and you overcook the filet...
You're done.
You're automatically going home. So, if you're making a molten lava cake and the chocolate is not molten, you should go home.
Totally.
But, spoiler, they sent the vegans home.
Which... Now that I'm looking back, the vegans dish was really bad.
Yes.
Because if I'm right, which I think I am, I don't think it was they did 1 and 1. I think it was that the shell was not vegan, the inside was. Joe's biggest issue was with the shell.
Yeah.
There's no reason you should get that wrong if you know anything about baking. Do you know so little about baking that you don't know how to incorporate eggs? They over-fried them.
Yeah.
They, like, burned them.
Yeah,
you can see that with your eyeballs. You'd have time to wrap
really
more
dark.
dough and do it again.
And isn't one of them not vegan?
One of them is not vegan.
So, like, just make normal cannolis and have her test them.
And you know the only thing they used the chocolate for, and it was like a golden chocolate, so it did have a distinct taste, and it was obviously meant to be used.
I've got something else.
It's like, well, where is the chocolate in this? And the judges didn't even judge them on this, but I wanted to say something out loud. Do you know what they used it for? To dip the ends of their cannoli shell in melted chocolate to put some extra, like, texture. Yeah. No, only using the main ingredient as a glue on your cannoli is crazy.
They had one compliment from Tiffany. Do you remember what it was?
No.
It was the small, microscopic little candied orange peel.
They candied some citrus and put it on top. I knew, once you started describing it, I knew what you were going to say.
Looking at the cannoli, you had to, like, use a microscope to find it.
128 times zoom was used on that camera lens to show us at home the peel.
So, yeah, looking back now that we've talked about it, we probably should have known they were going to go home.
And, like, listen, under pressure, they're great. They made vegan dishes. There's a reason they made it into the top. It was just annoying us that everything had to be vegan. We've had vegetarians on Hell's Kitchen. Hell's Kitchen, though, where you have to cook meat, like, every night. You're touching meat every night, and you can't taste it. She probably did taste it. Yes.
Was a vegetarian and won MasterChef Canada.
And is, like, very successful in Canada now. Has her own shows.
And, so even shellfish people, like, they can't even...
you can be allergic to...
die, and they still will cook with shellfish.
Yeah. So...
I don't want, like, it just... You don't have to prove that vegan food is good. Like, we get it. Just... They want good food in general.
Yes.
Stop trying to force your veganism.
I see both sides, though, because I see wanting to show people... Like, I love cauliflower. Cooked cauliflower?
Yeah.
Give it a chance. Cauliflower wings?
You got on the show, though. I get vegan food is good. That's not what this is. This is a cooking competition. That's
why I'm actually surprised they didn't find a way to keep them longer, because I thought the producers would want them there when the mystery box item was blatantly like a lamb shank. And they had no choice. But they did have no choice.
They did have a meat.
Yeah.
But they got, like, chicken.
Right.
They got the easiest.
And one of them isn't vegan.
Yes.
Again, now she might be vegetarian.
But okay.
Chicken, yeah, big deal.
Then you could have eaten the cannoli to see how terrible it was.
Preach. You tasted the filling, so you have no excuse.
You're like, even the cake dude made like 10 of them to see if he could get the perfect one. I feel like they only made 2 cannolis total. Which,
again, you would make enough dough to make like 24.
Yeah. It was a train wreck. I'm glad they're gone.
Yeah, baking is hard.
Oh, yes.
Maybe as vegans, they really don't bake. That's usually the competition that drags people down.
So you make a cannoli for an Italian chef?
That is
or
crazy.
Italian restaurateur?
That is absolutely bonkers. Decision making, absolutely.
That's like having RHOM as a chef.
100%.
Being a vegan and making...
Yep.
Like a carnitas street taco. Yeah. Like, it's just not going to work. If you do it like
But
a
if
vegan.
you do it well, you're going to really impress him, is the only thing.
But don't make a vegan taco.
Hadn't they never done it before?
Probably.
I think you made a comment that they'd never made vegan cannoli filling.
You're in a competition. Joe harped, there was a hotshot chef in like season 4 who he adored and wanted to win. And the episode where Joe had his mom on, Mama Bastianich, it was a pasta challenge, and he didn't know what he was doing the whole time, then just thought of something so out of left field, and he brought it up, and Joe went nuclear on this guy. He's like, you don't ever know what you're making. What you bring up is so off course of what we want. And
Did he send him home?
Well, he responded. The contestant said, well, do you want 12 of the same dish up here? And Joe, he like put his fork or whatever it was down and was like, you're done. And he didn't send him home, actually. So the bottom two was him and another guy that had been screwed over by someone with a challenge. So they wanted to get rid of the best guy. Mm-hmm. I don't remember if it was Gordon or Joe that said, we're not going to say who's going home. The person that deserves to go home.
Step forward.
You know who you are.
Or put your apron
on. And the guy took his apron off, put it down, and left the show. And he was like, you're right. He realized. And so I respect him for doing that. Howard, that was his name. And Joe just be like, you can do what they want. You can add your flair to it. Just do what they want.
But there are some people who just need to be rule breakers. Listen, oppositional defiant disorder is a real thing.
Yeah, well, don't be vegan. Just make a normal cannoli, and you're there the next week, and they easily send home the molten chocolate cake couple.
Because they were the team leaders.
Yes.
And now here they are making a mistake again.
Yeah. It's crazy.
He's going to justify it.
Yeah. So, next week, tomorrow night, or is it Thursday? Whichever night, they're doing a blind, switch off.
You're in another room.
Yeah,
Yes.
And every 5 or 10 minutes you swap.
No, I don't think so. I think it's really different than what they've done before. I think the first team member does the first 30 minutes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that would make...
So does the shopping, does the setup, does the everything. And you come into a kitchen with pots and pans and the oven on and the stove going, and you have to pick up on the meal. I think it's going to be really cool because you see the people who started it being like, the sauce isn't for the chicken!
Yeah.
And they're watching from the back. I think it's going to be really cool, actually.
You really have to know, the brothers... The one brother was in the preview, he's going to know exactly what I was doing the second he gets to the station. Probably because it's something they make all the time.
Absolutely. If you came out and saw, a meat sauce on the stove, you'd be like, okay, she's making spaghetti.
Yes.
And you would just finish making spaghetti. That's the cool thing about the partnership.
Yes.
Is you should actually be really good at this.
Yeah, but then... But
then also, how much better have you gotten just since being on MasterChef? So if you're the wife who really wants to impress the judges and you start something super advanced to be impressive, do you come out and say, what the hell is she doing?
Maybe. The ex husband and wife, you haven't lived together. She's remarried. How many times have you cooked together? Are you gonna know the girl and her aunt?
Yeah, anyone who doesn't live together. Really. But they must cook together a fair bit. I mean, you would prepare to go on the show, wouldn't you?
But not for this challenge.
No, you're right. You don't know this exists, but you would have a repertoire of if we get the option of making anything, here are the 5 best things we make.
What would our signature dish be? And if we couldn't make that, you'd have
a list,
a top 3 signature dish.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I bet not all of them have thought of that, and it's going to be delicious.
Well, and sometimes you can't think of that. Maybe they will be given specific ingredients. I don't know if it's you go into the pantry or if it's here's what you're given. If it's here's what you're given, that makes it a lot easier, I feel like. If you come out and everyone has used the same ingredients, everyone has the same vibe, the kitchen itself is less overwhelming then. I'm just thinking from the perspective of the second team member coming in.
We'll see.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that episode now.
Destination X.
Destination X. That's exactly where I wanted to go next. Haha, geography.
Destination X.
Jeffrey D. Morgan.
He's a great host.
I think he's doing a good job. I'm back in it now.
Yes.
I was out in the middle. It had me down. I'm back.
Well, this was a good episode for us to talk about because they went to Austria in Salzburg. Salt
High
Town.
on the hill was a lonely goat herd.
Sound of Music.
You're welcome
and
for that.
Mozart.
That's free.
Wolfgang.
You can have that.
Mozart. So,
Amadeus.
I really wanted to talk about this because this episode really highlighted the gamer versus non-gamer part of the show.
Which is our favorite topic to discuss.
Yes. So, end of last episode, Pilot Pete gets in a fight with Shane because...
Shane's like, I can't trust you.
Emotions.
Because Pete is playing the game.
Yes. Final four, or bottom four have to go in the map room. They all pick Salzburg through various...
You're just skipping the whole thing. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And so it's like, okay, everyone answered correctly. We got to do a tiebreaker. So Jeffrey Dean Morgan asks all of them. They stayed in a castle overnight. And he's like, when was this famous castle? Mooseburg or whatever. When was it built?
The commonly accepted year.
Yes.
Considered. Because...
Peter guesses like 1450.
1450.
Mac and... Was Rick in? No, Rick won the contest. Mac and Shane said like
18. No, God.
16.
15s,
15,
I think.
16s.
15s or 16s, yeah.
And then Janae, bless her heart, she says 1850, you know, at a prime time when castles were being built in Europe.
Lots of castle building in the 1800s.
Yeah. So Jeffrey Dean Morgan is like, good job, Peter. This castle, Moosehead Castle, was built in 1150. You're the closest. That's awesome, man. And then they go back to the bus, and he's like, okay, Peter, you won, so now you get to pick from the other three who's going home. And Peter's like, oh, snap.
So we joke that the producers really like Janae and Peter, right? I mean, they're probably paying them a lot more to be there, and their salary is probably their salary no matter how long they last. So when Janae says friggin' 1850, they're like, in the background, the producers are like, oh shit, guys, we thought Shane would bomb this. We have to figure out a way to keep Janae safe. Yeah. So instead of this tiebreaker question actually just being who answers it the worst goes home, they instead come on and say who answers it the best gets to send one of the other three who went into the map room home.
And Peter's never going to pick Janae to go home.
So they literally 100% changed the rules when Peter was the best and Janae was the worst. They're like, here is our exit plan, our escape hatch for if Janae absolutely bombs this. 1850.
700 years off.
And listen, like, we don't know a lot of stuff. Like, I'm not making fun of her, but we only know that because, well, I only know that. I have no concept of centuries and when things, besides, you know, like the 1900s and the 2000s. I'm not bad with that. Like, I don't think, oh gosh, I gotta say something and not make myself sound stupid now. Like, I don't think George Washington was alive in, like, 1999.
Right.
You know, like, I'm not dumb about recent history, but I don't know much about the past.
Yes.
The only reason I had any idea was because we went to the Tower of London, and there were little, like, stone carvings of when the parts of the towers had been built, and like the 1200s was written on several of them.
It was like there was between
and this is like a castle.
1,000 to like 1,500 were all a bunch of different stuff happening. And like
So, like, anywhere in there would have been my guess. I probably would have said a little bit older.
I'm 99% sure I said 1,200.
You did. I wouldn't have gone that low. You would have been the winner. I wouldn't have won, but I would have done better than Peter. I think I would have said 1,300.
Yes. So they were all too high.
Because doesn't 1,300 sound like a castle-y kind of year?
There are probably still castles being built. Not in 1850, but in 1,300, definitely. So Peter gets his choice of who to eliminate.
I call it right away.
Shane's already saying goodbye to
kissing what's-her-face.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, won. Neal completely skimmed over any of the, winnings of this episode. All of the stuff was, fun riddles in a castle.
Yes.
It was really cool. And, how many of them are there? 8. So it was, 7 of them advanced to the next round. Mac immediately went to the jail. Then half of them advanced to the next round. And so Mac went to the dungeon knowing nothing. And by the end of the episode, knew Salzburg, because as people were coming in after their challenges that they got to compete on, we're just spilling all the information to her. Jeffrey Dean Morgan even said it at the end of the episode. He said, everyone was too loose with their information. Your information is currency, and everyone was too giving.
It was crazy. Nobody kept anything from anyone, which comes into play now.
Yeah.
So everyone thinks Shane, including Shane, is getting sent home because of his tiff with
Peter in the last episode.
But Peter plays these games. So he's not going to eliminate the guy that through the entire episode they've portrayed as an idiot.
What's the point?
Yes.
He might be after you, but he's never going to have the power to get rid of you.
Right. So he gets rid of Mac because he's not going to pick Shanae.
And what other time are you going to be able to get rid of Mac?
Exactly.
She's always going to get the map room, right? She showed that this episode by getting it when none of the information should have been given to her.
Right. She could have been in big trouble.
So here's what comes into play.
Not emotions.
Yes, no. Yeah.
Gameplay.
So Biggie has said to Shane way earlier, episodes ago, if I ever have information, I will give it to you. And so he comes to us in his confessional and he says, do I keep that promise to Shane? Do I play loyal? So I would argue that loyalty, there is some feelings there.
Because Mac told him where they were.
Right. So Biggie only even knows they're in Salzburg because Mac tells him.
Right.
She says, don't tell anyone. Biggie sits Shane down and says, don't tell anyone. If this gets back to Mac, she'll never trust me again. We're in Salzburg. Shane was going to guess Vienna.
Yep.
He was going to be the only one in Vienna and he would have gone home. Now, Biggie did that thinking, and whether or not he truly thought this or he used it as an excuse, allegedly thinking, according to him, that he didn't know whether or not Peter or Janae had it.
Right. He thought they did not.
Right. That's what makes the game so good. Peter and Janae were so good at withholding information that they were safe because of it. Peter shouldn't have told Mac the amount that she knew. There's no reason, I'm back to my argument, that Mac should have figured out Salzburg in this episode.
Right. And
they gave her the name of the Sound of Music.
Edelweiss.
The word salt. Something about a castle. They gave her everything.
Yes, she deduced it. And Biggie's playing the game on a standpoint of, I hope they don't have information, where he should be playing it from a standpoint of, everyone probably knows where we are.
You have to assume that everyone's going to get it right.
Yes. So
100%.
We have Peter playing, he's playing the game hard. He's not bringing emotions into his decisions like Shane thought he was. You don't get rid of Shane. You keep bringing him along and
it makes him look so good to Shane that now is Shane a loyal puppy too? Or is he secretly trying to get rid of you? Is Peter such a gamer that he's genuinely earned Shane's respect? Or is Shane still secretly after him?
I guess they hugged it out at the end. I don't know. We'll see.
He really did. Shane initiated the hug. Peter was going to shake his hand after they had very awkward handshake moments and discussions earlier in the episode. Yes. That seemed genuine. It also made Peter look good to Rick, who he's in an alliance with because Rick went to him and said, you need to do more for this alliance.
I would love
and
to
so
see Rick on the Traitors. Like he's establishing himself as a gamer of like the highest caliber.
What a good pick. We should be casting for the next season of the Traitors.
Who
are our other people? Ace and definitely from Love Island.
Yasmin. Is that Yasmin from UK?
The UK one. She's not interesting enough.
But she just...
No, it has to be bigger than that because like they have Maura Higgins who like was famous and got famous from Love Island.
Yeah, so...
Like, you'd more so need Ariana than any of the actual contestants. I think Ace is the exception.
Yeah, well, Ariana's not going to go on it after Sandoval was on it.
Absolutely not.
But Rick, if there's someone that they should be trying to get rid of this season, it is Rick.
I agree.
And so many people have tried so far. And he somehow keeps getting...
Is he the bird watcher?
Yes.
I can't believe they canceled that show.
Yeah, The Residents.
Yeah.
It must have just cost a fortune. Because it was in the top 10 for so long.
You think just her salary, what she wants to come back, and you can't do it without her?
I think there are just too many salaries.
Yeah, good point. Oh, good point, yeah.
And, like, you can't film that in the White House, so you had to build those sets.
That is crazy.
So they probably just don't want to do it again, which is sad because that was such a good show.
Such a good show.
Randall Park, he's my guy.
Do we have any other... We're not done... Are we done talking about Destination X?
Yeah, because there's no preview, so we don't know where they're...
Anyway, Jeffrey Dean Morgan told Mac that...
Biggie screwed over.
Told Shane, and she was really shocked by that. I'm glad Shane, or Biggie in a confessional, acknowledged that if he had not told Shane, Shane would be going home instead of Mac, and he really did express regret.
Yes.
So I really think he was bamboozled by the game. He was really bamboozled.
He was, yeah. He doesn't know that Rick is in an alliance with Pete and Janae. So.
Absolutely not. He'd be trying harder to get rid of.
But he's in an alliance with Rick, so...
Yes.
Rick is, like...
The one with everyone.
Yes, he's going to know, no matter what, where they are every episode.
Someone's going to tell him from either side.
Yes.
He will always be in possession of that information.
And he keeps winning all these challenges, so...
Right. He didn't win this one. She did.
But he won the yodeling.
Yeah. Wow.
So he saved himself and Biggie from the map room.
Yeah, wow.
So I'm looking forward to the next episode. Like, they're in Austria right now, so they probably be going to Poland next, maybe?
See, like, I can't even... I don't know enough about geography to be like what makes sense.
South. So you're probably going to Poland next. Maybe like Lithuania or Latvia or something after that. Go to s'more castles to Janae's dismay. Do we have any other shows?
We haven't started Real Housewives of Orange County this season yet. I've seen people really rave about the production value this season of Big Brother. I might put it on tonight if I have nothing else to do, or wake up early in the morning if Neal's like, no, you can't watch that. I know there's something baseball related you want to watch.
The All-Star Game, 9:00.
You can't tell people what time it starts. They'll know my time zone.
My bad. Scrub that.
There's no one that's going to scrub that. I don't even know what that means.
Did we really not watch? We finished a Harlana Kobana
show. We
love Harlan Coben shows on Netflix. He has a partnership with Netflix, and he just
doesn't he have one with Prime now, or is it still Netflix?
It's done. I think it was
short-lived.
Supposed to be that.
Oh, the boy, the Mickey.
Yeah, it was going to be a whole
like young adult universe,
and they
canceled it.
They cancel all young adult.
I was reading the book, but I was trying to get past the part where we had watched in the show.
Right.
And it's hard to find that. No, I'm not even going to talk about it. I don't want to bring it up.
Okay.
I was going to talk about a not reality show. We're finished Love Island. We're still watching Love Island UK. We're at the point here in Canada where we're now being fed dribbles.
Yes.
Mere morsels of one episode a day.
Stupid.
I wish we had the rest of that to already binge.
Perfect Match comes out in a little bit.
We watched the first episode of Beyond the Villa.
Yes, Beyond that.
If you want us to talk about that, we can. Neal is pretty Love Island out.
It's just, it was...
The first episode being about Kaylor and Liv being in a fight over not telling each other about spray tans and glam is kind of crazy.
It was...
If that's all you have to talk about...
There was no hook that got me in it.
Me either. Do I care if Kaylor and Aaron end up back together? I think he did her so dirty that it's gross that anyone in her life is letting her near him.
I don't care about Kaylor and Aaron. I don't care about Connor. I don't care about Liv. I want to see the couples.
I don't care about Kendall.
Yes, I want to see the 3 couples.
Yeah. They honestly seem like they're so tight.
Leah and Michelle, Miguel are my favorite to come out of that show. Give me them.
Yes.
And we got 90% of the episode was just Kaylor.
I think it works that there's a confessional. I think the format works.
It's like a Real Housewives.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know. I'll keep watching it, but I don't...
I think one episode at a time is going to do you dirty. I don't think people care enough to wait a week between episodes.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see a drop-off in viewers. Or am I underestimating the power of Love Island?
I don't. You're gonna lose a lot of people.
I think so.
For the USA Love Island, it's just, it's not the same. So it's like you have
Ariana's not on it.
You have to be a fan of that type of show.
Excellent point, because it's not really a dating show.
It's not a competition show.
No, it's a follow us around show.
Right.
Totally different beast.
Yeah.
Good point.
So
hey guys, we're gonna stop now. Because we've talked about a lot of reality TV.
And magic.
Oh my gosh, I forgot that that's how this episode started. If you like any of those topics, we think you should like us. And by that, I mean please subscribe and give us 5 stars or a thumbs up or share or comment. A comment is so nice because, like, we want to talk to you.
Yes.
Neal reads me comments.
I do.
And I look forward to hearing them again soon. I just got nervous.
Okay.
Guys, you made me nervous.
Bye.
Bye.